Welcome, friends, to an exploration into the celestial and the infernal. Today we delve into a figure few people know about, an angel worse than the devil himself. But before we start, hit the subscribe button if you enjoy diving into such intriguing topics. It means a lot to us. Now, to set the stage for our journey, let's briefly touch on what many religious texts tell us about angels and demons. These celestial and infernal beings have fascinated mankind for centuries, inspiring awe, fear, and curiosity in equal measure. Angels, often depicted as beings of light and guardians of humans, are seen as messengers and servants of the divine. They are symbols of purity, benevolence, and divine justice. On the other hand, demons are typically portrayed as malevolent entities, often associated with darkness, chaos, and evil. They are the fallen angels, the rebels against the divine order, led by the infamous figure we commonly know as the devil. But what if I told you that there exists an angel, hidden in the shadows of religious scriptures, whose deeds might just make him worse than the devil himself? An angel who, despite serving the divine, may not embody the benevolence and purity we usually associate with these celestial beings. It's a fascinating concept to ponder, isn't it? An angel worse than the devil. It's almost paradoxical. Yet the world of celestial and infernal beings is not as black and white as we might think. It's a realm filled with shades of gray, where good and evil often intertwine in ways we might not fully understand. And so, as we embark on this journey, let's keep an open mind. Let's question what we think we know and delve deeper into the mysteries that lie within the celestial hierarchy. Stay tuned as we uncover the identity of this mysterious figure. This journey is just beginning, and trust me, it's going to be quite an enlightening ride. To understand our mysterious figure, we must first understand the celestial hierarchy. In the grand cosmic order, angels are not a singular, undifferentiated group. Rather, they are arranged in a complex hierarchy, each rank having its distinct roles and responsibilities. This hierarchy is primarily based on religious texts, which have painstakingly categorized these celestial beings into different orders or choirs. At the base of this hierarchy, we find angels that are closest to the physical world, such as guardian angels. These are the beings most commonly interacted with by humans, offering protection and guidance to individuals. Moving up the ladder, we encounter archangels, among the most recognized figures in angelology. These are the spiritual warriors, leading celestial armies against the forces of darkness. They are also known to serve as divine messengers, delivering God's word to humans. Above them, we find the principalities, who are said to watch over nations and institutions, guiding them towards the divine will. They are thought to inspire human leadership and exert influence over the world's affairs. Higher still, we have powers and virtues, angels concerned with maintaining the cosmic order and bestowing miracles upon the world. Then we reach the dominions, who serve as the middle managers of heaven, ensuring the lower ranks fulfill their divine duties. Next are the thrones, the angels of humility and peace, who serve as God's chariots carrying out divine justice. At the topmost echelons of this hierarchy, we find the cherubim and seraphim, the closest to God. The cherubim are the keepers of divine knowledge, while the seraphim are the angels of love and light, constantly singing praises to the Most High. Our mystery angel, the figure we are trying to unravel, belongs to one of these highest orders. This position within the ranks of the celestial hierarchy signifies immense power and influence, a testament to the importance and gravity of his role. Now that we understand where our mystery angel stands, let's delve into his identity. Prepare to meet the angel even the devil fears. It's time to introduce you to the angel whose name sends shivers down the spine of even the most formidable demons. His name is Metatron. Metatron, according to ancient texts, is one of the most powerful angels in the celestial hierarchy. Yet his story remains shrouded in mystery. His name is not found in traditional biblical texts, but rather in apocryphal works and Jewish mystical writings known as the Kabbalah. Metatron is often depicted as a scribe or the voice of God, and some traditions even suggest that he was once the prophet Enoch, who was taken to heaven and transformed into a mighty angel. This gives him a unique status, as he is believed to have lived as a human before ascending to the heavens and gaining his celestial prowess. But why is Metatron considered worse than the devil? It's not because he is evil. In fact, Metatron is a force of good. His intimidating reputation comes from the immense power he wields. He is said to have a voice like thunder and eyes like flaming torches, and he stands guard at the threshold of the divine realm, preventing unworthy souls from gaining entrance. Metatron is also known as the Prince of the Countenance, or the Chancellor of Heaven. He has been equated with the lesser YHVH, which is a reference to a form of God's name, suggesting that Metatron is a lesser manifestation of the divine. This further underlines his immense power and the fear he invokes. But it's not just his power that makes him feared, it's the fact that he is inscrutable, unpredictable. He embodies the terrifying aspect of the divine, the part that humans cannot comprehend or predict. So while the devil might be a symbol of evil, he is a known entity. Metatron, on the other hand, is a symbol of the overwhelming and unfathomable power of the divine, and that is what makes him so fearsome. What makes him worse than the devil, you ask? Let's find out. Beware, dear listeners, as we uncover the chilling deeds of our angel. It's time to delve into the shadowy actions of this celestial being, known for deeds darker than those of the devil himself. Let's start by looking at the ancient texts. The Bible, the Quran, and similar religious scriptures are filled with tales of angels and demons, of good and evil. Among these stories, one angel stands out. His actions reverberate through the ages, echoing a symphony of darkness that is hard to ignore. This angel, who we've been talking about, has a knack for deception. He is known to manipulate the truth, twisting it to his advantage, ensnaring the innocent in webs of lies. This is more than just a minor transgression. He's not merely bending the truth, but shattering it, breaking it into 1,000 shards that cut deep and wound the soul. It's an act that breeds confusion, discord, and ultimately chaos. Our angel also has a penchant for sowing seeds of doubt. He whispers in the ears of the faithful, planting thoughts that question their beliefs, their values, their very identity. This is not a gentle nudge towards introspection, but a corrosive doubt that erodes faith and leaves despair in its wake. The devil, in comparison, is often direct, blatant in his attempts to lead astray. But our angel, he is subtle, his influence more insidious and therefore far more damaging. And then there's his most horrifying deed of all, inciting violence. In various scriptures, he has been cited as the instigator of wars, turning brother against brother, nation against nation. His words, like a spark in dry grassland, ignite the flames of conflict that consume entire civilizations. His deeds are chilling, but what gives him his power? Let's explore. Power, they say, corrupts, and our angel is no exception. So, what is it about this power that makes our angel so formidable? Let's dive in. This angel, like all celestial beings, possesses powers that are beyond human comprehension. First and foremost, he has the power of influence. He does not need to use physical force or intimidation. Instead, he manipulates minds, subtly swaying thoughts and emotions to fit his agenda. His influence is so subtle, so seamless, that those affected often believe they are acting on their own volition. Next, he has the power of knowledge. This angel has been around since the dawn of time. He has witnessed the rise and fall of civilizations, the birth and death of stars, the evolution of life itself. He knows the past, he sees the present, and he can predict the future. This vast knowledge gives him an edge over others, allowing him to plot and scheme with precision. Then, there's the power of transformation. Our angel can change his form at will, appearing as an ordinary human, a majestic creature, or even an inanimate object. This ability allows him to blend into any situation, making him an unseen force, a silent observer, and when necessary, a deadly adversary. But perhaps his most terrifying power is his immortality. This angel cannot die. He can be banished, contained, but never truly destroyed. This eternal existence makes him relentless, tireless, and undeterred in his dark pursuits. However, despite these formidable powers, our angel is not invincible. His power is a double-edged sword. It gives him strength, but it also fuels his arrogance, his recklessness, his lust for control. It makes him underestimate his opponents and overestimate his abilities. And it is this hubris, this pride, that often leads to his downfall. But fear not, for every story has a silver lining. And in our tale, this silver lining is the knowledge that even the most powerful beings have their weaknesses. So, as we continue our journey, let's delve into the vulnerabilities of our formidable angel. Even the mighty fall, and our angel is no different. Angels, like humans, have their strengths and weaknesses. They are not omnipotent beings, but rather celestial entities with their own limitations. Our angel, despite his immense power, is no exception to this rule. One of his fundamental weaknesses is pride. It is this pride that often blinds him, leading him to underestimate his opponents. He believes that no one can match his strength, and it is this arrogance that can be exploited. Another weakness is his inability to comprehend human emotion. Angels, by their nature, are disconnected from the emotional spectrum that humans experience. This makes it difficult for them to empathize with us, leaving them vulnerable to being outsmarted by those who can tap into the depth of human emotion. Furthermore, the angel is bound by divine law. He can't act outside of these laws, which provide a framework for his actions. This means there are certain things he simply cannot do, and understanding these limitations can provide us with a tactical advantage. But the most significant weakness of this angel is his reliance on fear. He uses fear as a weapon, manipulating and controlling others with it. However, fear can be overcome. Courage, resilience, and faith are the antidotes to fear. Once fear is conquered, his power dwindles. Another point to consider is that despite his power and influence, he is still a servant of the divine. This means he is subject to the will of a higher power, and ultimately, he can be overruled. His actions and power are not absolute, and this can be a comforting thought in the face of his might. Lastly, it's important to remember that knowledge is the angel's greatest enemy. The more we understand about him, the more we can strategize and prepare. It's like stepping into the light from the darkness. The unknown becomes known, the fear subsides, and the path becomes clear. Knowledge is power, and knowing these weaknesses can be our salvation. So let's continue to seek knowledge, for it is our greatest weapon in the face of this mighty angel. As we come to the end of our journey, let's recap what we've learned. We've delved deep into the celestial hierarchy, uncovering the fascinating dynamics of angels and demons. Each entity, with its distinct identity and role, contributes to the cosmic balance. We unraveled the mystery of an angel whose name is scarcely known, yet whose deeds resonate through the ages. This angel, neither cloaked in divine light nor shrouded in demonic darkness, operates in the twilight, casting a shadow more chilling than the devil himself. His deeds, far from the benevolent actions associated with angels, are a testament to his complex nature. He sows discord, manipulates free will, and revels in the chaos of human suffering. Yet he is not a villain in the traditional sense. His actions, though severe, are part of a grander scheme that challenges our understanding of good and evil. As we delved into the power of this angel, we discovered a force unparalleled. His influence extends beyond the physical realm, seeping into thoughts, dreams, and destinies. Yet despite his immense power, he is not invincible. His weaknesses, subtle but significant, serve as a reminder of his place in the cosmic order. He is bound by divine laws, limited by the constraints of time, and can be countered by the power of faith and human resilience. These limitations do not diminish his impact, but rather underscore the intricate balance that governs the celestial realm. In our exploration, we've come to understand that angels and demons, far from being polar opposites, are complex entities operating on a spectrum of divinity. They challenge our notions of morality, compelling us to view the celestial realm in a new light. Thank you for joining us on this celestial exploration. Subscribe for more intriguing discussions. Until next time, stay curious.